Springfield has been overrun by a strange and almost certainly evil sect.
A new and better life awaits you on our distant home planet, Blistonia.
Makes sense.
We're having a free get acquainted session at our resort this weekend.
How much is this free resort weekend?
It's free.
In exchange for your home and all your money, the leader of this way out and wrong religion claims he'll take believers away on his spaceship to the planet Blistonia. Excuse my editorial laugh.
Many are familiar with South Park's famous Scientology episode, but did you know The Simpsons had intended to parody Scientology back in the 90s? The episode was never aired, and today we are uncovering the story behind this unpublished episode that almost saw the light of day. Lisa The Scientopteran. The Simpsons has never shied away from controversial topics, but there's one episode that was shelved before it ever aired. Let's explore why Lisa the Scientopteran was never produced and what the episode was all about.
Outsiders have kidnapped some of our property. We must respond with our deadliest weapon.
The lawyers.
In the mid-90s, writer George Mayer, along with producer Bill Oakley, conceived an episode for Season 8 that would delve into the world of a new religion called Scientoptera, a clear parody of Scientology. We are here protesting the Church of Scientology, which is a trafficking cult. Hello guys, would you like to join a cult today? No, that's a good answer. Good answer. Would you guys... The storyline followed Lisa Simpson, who becomes disillusioned with the Reverend Lovejoy and the First Church of Springfield.
Lord, I'm not turning my back on you. I just need to find a temple that's free of corruption.
Seeking spiritual fulfillment, Lisa turns to Scientoptera. As she climbs the ranks, she becomes increasingly involved, spending large sums of the family's money on the religious materials. Eventually, the Simpsons family intervene, helping Lisa realize the organization's exploitative nature. Sounds familiar?
This is my lifetime membership card. This is just a good example of how dishonest people are in the Church of Scientology. To get this card, lifetime membership, cost me about £5,000. Collected all my receipts and stuff. Total amount $20,543, $17,608.
So why wasn't this episode produced? The answer lies in the potential legal risks and fear of backlash from the Church of Scientology.
Outsiders have kidnapped some of our property. We must respond with our deadliest weapon.
The lawyers.
The creators were also concerned about offending cast and crew members who were Scientologists, including Nancy Cartwright, the voice of Bart Simpson.
Bada boom! I mean, it's like wham, there you go.
And they weren't wrong for fearing backlash, as can be seen in the fallout from the 2005 Trapped in the Closet episode of South Park. This episode sparked retaliation from the Church of Scientology and the cult leader's best friend, Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise attempted to get the episode removed, and Isaac Hayes was allegedly forced to resign just 3 months after the episode aired. In March 2006, Isaac Hayes announced his resignation from the show, citing the show's intolerance and bigotry towards religious beliefs as his reason for leaving. In a statement, Hayes said, "There is a place in this world for satire, but there is a time where satire ends and intolerance and bigotry towards religious belief of others begins." However, Matt Stone, co-creator of South Park, suggested that Hayes' resignation was not entirely voluntary. Stone claimed that the statement released in Hayes' name was likely written by someone else, possibly due to the pressure from the Church of Scientology. As Hayes had suffered a stroke in 2006, he was not in a position to make such decisions independently post-resignation. After his departure, Hayes did not publicly comment on the issue, likely due to his health and the influence of Scientology. His absence from South Park was notable given his significant contribution to the show over the years. The character Chef was written out in a later episode titled The Return of Chef, which humorously and critically addressed the situation by depicting Chef as having been brainwashed by a group resembling Scientology, only to meet a tragic end. The resident Scientologist in The Simpsons is, of course, Nancy Cartwright. She has been deeply involved with Scientology for many years. She joined the Church of Scientology in 1991 and has been an outspoken advocate for the organization ever since. In response to the 2015 HBO documentary, Going Clear, Scientology and the Prison of Belief, which criticised the church and revealed its abusive practices, Cartwright defended Scientology, calling the documentary very irresponsible reporting and prejudice.
It's that it was such a lie. That book and that movie, I don't even know what to tell you. It's called Prejudice, and it's like very irresponsible reporting. You know, if anybody wants to find out about it, you should find out for yourself. It's called integrity. And look at me. Look at who I am. Seriously. Look what it is that I am doing. You can't knock me for what it is that I am doing. I am helping.
However, I think that supporting human trafficking is irresponsible. Nancy, how about that? She has donated tens of millions of dollars to the church. In 2007, she was awarded Scientology's Patron Laureate Award for donating $10 million. In 2009, Cartwright was involved in a controversial incident where she used Bart Simpson's voice in a robocall to promote a Scientology event.
Hey, what's happening, man? This is Bart Simpson. Just kidding. Don't hang up. This is Nancy Cartwright, and this is a very special phone call to you. I'm now auditing on new OT7 and have been asked to speak at the Flag World Tour event on January 31st in the Grand Ballroom at the Hollywood and Highland Center at 6:30 p.m. It's going to be a blast, man. I will be there to share my many wins as a solo Knots auditor and to see the Golden Era film presentation of Flag, the Mecca of Technical Perfection. I hope you can make it, man.
This raised ethical questions and drew criticism because it blurred the lines between her personal beliefs and her professional role. Not to mention, it's super creepy. Interestingly, elements of Lisa The Scientopteran were later adapted into the season 9 episode The Joy of Sect, where the Simpsons join a cult called the Movementarians. The writers drew on many groups to develop the Movementarians, but were principally influenced by Scientology, Heaven's Gate, the Moonies, and the People's Temple. In this episode, Bart and Homer meet recruiters for the Movementarians whilst at the airport. They claim to be a new religious movement and invite Homer and many other Springfield residents to a free weekend at their compound. There, an orientation film tells them that a mysterious man known as the Leader will guide the Movementarians aboard a spaceship to the planet Blistonia. The film brainwashes the attendees into worshipping the Leader, except for Homer, who was not paying attention.
I'm confused about the movie. So the cops knew that Internal Affairs was setting them up?
What are you talking about? There's nothing like that in there.
Well, you see, when I get bored, I make up my own movie.
After failing to brainwash Homer through humiliation and nutrient deficiency via low-protein gruel, the recruiters succeed with a chant to the tune of the Batman theme song.
It's no use. He's obviously the most powerful mind we've ever dealt with.
Or...
Leader! Batman! I mean, leader!
Almost all the townspeople join the cult, including Homer, who moves his entire family to the Movementarian compound. At the same time, Mr. Burns makes an unsuccessful attempt to start a religion of his own in order to achieve tax exemption. And Kent Brockman's expose pieces on the Movementarians are suppressed after the Leader becomes the owner of the Channel 6's parent company.
Ladies and gentlemen, I've just learned of a change in this station's management. Welcome, Movementarians. Continue to improve our lives. I love you, Perfect Leader, and new CEO of KBBO Broadcasting.
Though defiant at first, all the Simpson children are converted to Movementarianism.
These lima beans are even better than the ones we had for breakfast and lunch.
We hate it here, and your family wants to leave.
No, we don't, Mother. We love the Leader.
Marge is the only family member to resist and escapes from the heavily guarded compound. Outside, she finds Reverend Lovejoy, Ned Flanders, and groundskeeper Willie, who have all resisted the Movementarians. and with their help, she tricks her family into leaving the compound with her. The story of Lisa the Scientopteran is a reminder of the creative risks and challenges in producing groundbreaking television. Whilst we will never see this episode, its legacy lives on through the discussions it inspires. If you want to learn more about the controversial sect known as Scientology, then click here for my Scientology Iceberg series, where you can learn all about it. Until next time, peace out.